Steve, what did you think happened in that fourth quarter Laker run, 17-4, and then what did you guys do to change that?
The biggest thing was the turnovers. I mean, we did a great job in the first half defensively of keeping them out of transition. They play faster than anybody in the league. And we had, I think, 5 turnovers at halftime. They had maybe 4 fast break points. They got 20 fast break points in the second half, most of it off of some careless turnovers. I think we had 10 turnovers in the second half. So a lot of turnovers. I thought Draymond was great all night, and then I think the lack of game minutes over the last couple of weeks may have caught up to him a little bit early in the fourth. He just looked a little bit tired, and sometimes fatigue can lead to some turnovers, and he had a few of them right at the beginning of the fourth. And then he came back in and did a great job down the stretch defensively. And so we righted the ship just by staying solid and taking care of the ball.
How exciting was it to watch that front court you had out there with Bell, Durant,
Draymond?
Yeah.
They were really good, and we had tremendous energy in the first half. The building was electric, and but that's a good young team over there, and they continued to fight, and they really took it to us in the second half. Turned into a great game.
You mentioned pregame you wanted to see more of the Bell with Draymond and even KD out there. I mean, just a night like tonight kind of punctuate that you need to see him with those two more.
I mean, Jordan obviously had a huge game, and when you play a young athletic team like the Lakers who are playing small all over the floor, you have to have that type of versatility. You got to be able to guard inside and out, and that's what Jordan does. KD does it. Draymond does it. So it's nice to have that across the board on your front line. Yeah, no coincidence. I think I think with that kind of speed, with the spacing, and we'll see when Steph gets back if we can play that lineup a little bit too, and the way the league is, it's getting smaller and faster, and more three-point shooting. There's still a place for the big centers, and we need all of ours. And there's going to be games where we're going to have to, battle big guys down low, and then there's going to be a lot of games, more games like tonight, where there's three-point shooting everywhere, and it's a drive and kick game, and you need that smaller center.
Hey, Steve, what common threads have you noticed in these 3 games from the Lakers and their ability to make all of them pretty competitive?
Well, Lonzo Ball likes to shoot against us. Apparently he can't shoot against anybody else, but he shoots against us. Every time, we play them, it seems like, pregame people are, saying what's wrong with his shot. I'm like, he makes all of his threes against us. So I really like him. He's a really good player. He generates a beautiful tempo and pace to the game. He's unselfish. And I like their group, Ingram and Kuzma. Josh Hart's a nice player. They got a good young group, and Luke's doing a great job with them.
Coach, back to Bell. How has his game kind of evolved? Like, he's always had the athleticism, but kind of thinking the game through. How is he involved from that standpoint?
I think the biggest thing with Jordan is just continuing to learn the NBA game. It really is a different game, and he wasn't like the superstar at 13. I mean, he was kind of a late bloomer and came along really well at Oregon. He's an interesting player because he's got good instincts, but he has to kind of learn the patterns. Once he sees the patterns, then he really is instinctive, making plays and helping. And that's one of the reasons we've brought him along slowly, is we wanted to make sure he was seeing these patterns at both ends of the floor. Offensively, catching the ball in the pocket and making plays, and then defensively, seeing all the rotations and knowing where to be.